Oh, what? What? Game. Game, why are you not showing up? Game, I can hear you. Did I forget to... I forgot to change the... Hold on. I'm dumb. I forgot to... Games. There we go. There we go. Now you're working. There we go. I'm a professional, I hope you know. Hi. In case you didn't know, that's my name. Case. And I do things occasionally. Like stream. And stream, one of the things I stream most often, as I feel like if you're here and you're watching me stream LobCorp at this rate, like, this has been an ongoing, like, on and off series I've been doing since, like, August, September. So, like, I feel like if you, by now, anyone who's watching this should be knowing what I'm getting into by saying, this is a game I like a lot, and I keep playing, despite it, like, causing me pain. It hurts me, but it hurts me because it's good. And I can't complain too much. Yeah. Happy New Year again, everyone. I feel like I said that already at some point. Did I say it last stream when I was with Revy? When we were playing Absalom? Because I know we both absolutely forgot to go talk about several things during the Absalom stream because we got really into that game and just like started doing what we did whenever we were doing our like Saturday game sessions when I was in college. Where we were like, we'd stop by Revy's place, load up a game, and then just lock in for like 3 or 4 hours, occasionally chatting, but mostly just gaming, and then we just like, we got on the level, we understood, we could feel the vibe. Yeah, it's been a bit since that. I need to go back up to where they live to go say hi again at some point, but no, because work had to start its busy season this week, well, next week, but still, and that's gonna be that'll be a small thing to mention at some point, just to get that out now so I can at least point back to here. Since it's January now, the way the way I sustain myself and pay rent, the work I do, is a slightly seasonal thing where we've got the busy season and the downtime. I really kind of started streaming up again this year, like last year, 25, during the down season again. So, now that we're back in January with the busy season, I can't always guarantee when I'm gonna, I will stream all the time, but now that I have Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays all free and available to my schedule, without like a D&D game or something else happening, to my knowledge now, taking up 1 or 2 of those days, I'm gonna try to do something different compared to what I did last year, where I basically did not stream until May, when the busy season finally ended. Since I've got the weekend, and I've got Friday mostly clear. I've got singing lessons on Fridays now, but that's just a scheduling thing. I think I'm gonna try to start streaming then, to keep consistently during this work week. Both to just like have something to look forward to, because goodness me, I like the work I do. It pays well. It treats me good. I love the coworkers I've got. It can be draining and exhausting and make me sad. So, hopefully keeping up these games is like a consistent thing to look forward to. Might help out. Barring, I think there's one exception. Like the 29th or the 30th, depending on when Markiplier's Iron Lung comes out. I won't stream that Thursday or Friday, depending on when I can get a ticket. But other than that, I will try to stream like every Friday, Saturday, Sunday that I can for the foreseeable future. Actually need to check another date. Good to know. Alright. Yeah, so where were we? Right. We just finished last time. We did Netzach and Hod's, I believe. No, Yesid and Hod's core suppressions. We got those handled. They're all chill and calm now. I wonder now if we can if we should start working immediately on handling Netzach's core suppression while we're here, because his is much simpler, straightforward, where we just don't have healing, which is rough in its own sense, but at the same time, that's a much more manageable issue compared to others. Because I believe... yeah, I believe that should... Because it is just, there's a mistake in the SP and healing systems where it's either they don't work or they get considerably worse as time goes on. Either case, I think we can manage that, because that shouldn't be too bad of an issue, provided we just work with the nicer Sapphira, nicer Abnos. Because I think it's not a full... I'm trying to remember how it was, because I don't think it's a full, complete, entirety from scratch, lose all HP. It was like, we can't heal during the normal days, but I think we do get like periodic heals because of like meltdowns or something somewhere, maybe. I will have to check, but I think because we still need to make progress, we need to, if we want to do more with Gebra in the disciplinary team, we just need to get more days finished. So I think we'll be fine. Let's begin the core suppression. Ooh, the green goo. Ooh, we've been oozed. We've been inked. Y'all get your floors good. Y'all are fine there. Right, so let's start this out simple. Because if this is gonna be like the others, we need to get to ordeal up to meltdown level 6. So we shouldn't try to rush it too much. So let's just have Spine, where you sets again? Yeah, let's have Spine go hang out with the shrimp. Aries. Actually, does that have a Bong Bong go Fairy Festival physical there? Aries go up to wait, there, we'll send you there. Schadenfreude, since we just don't need to look at you. Dawn, I am not looking there. I'm trusting you to handle your job. You did well last time we did the LobCorp stream last year. Probably, I remember, if I think. You probably didn't die, so I think you'll manage. Snow Queen is always just inside, so we just send Nobu in there. Little Red, I don't remember what yours was. Was it really just... It's not attachment work because you don't have that. I think it is just we insight with you too, so Opalope? Opalope? Right, because Opalope, because Jackalope. We'll let you in there too, you do that again. Shark, get visited by you. Their fry shoots. Whatever you do there, talk to the funny man with the gun. Arthur, you're bald, so just yeah, we'll go there. I think this is a good general one for everyone there. No one's died. Ooh, Dawn is looking a bit low on health, but that's fine. We're gonna get there. Hi there, I'm Timo, a German 16-year-old bartender. What's the game you're playing about? Hi, Timo. This is... Hold on. Smoke detection. That's why I didn't show up on side. It's autumn. Oh, sure, why not? This is Lobotomy Corporation. If you're familiar in any way with, like, SCP or other similar sort of topics where it's like, ooh, there are monsters in the world, but there's a company that contains them all in boxes and experiments on them. That's sort of what this game sort of is. We have a bunch of these, like, monsters, abnormalities, creatures, shrimp that offer you, like, a Welch's grape juice. That sort of, like, weird, unexplained things. They'll trap them in a box, and we have to experiment on them to find out what they're all about and get useful equipment from them. it's sort of like a big management game in that sort of way where all of them have their own unique quirks about how you have to take care of them. And if you do it wrong, they're gonna break out and file a complaint. Probably very violent. But yeah, Timo, how's it going? How's your day been? Hope your new year went well. Drink's still hot, too hot. You're gonna sit there for a bit longer. Blurry, you're going to just go to Schadenfreude too. Let's just have you two. Okay, the first batch of insights down. What do we got? Grandma's festering there. That's okay. So it is Skin Prophecy on the shark. You'll go there. Don Quixote is fully healed up. Skin Prophecy, I think, is just a. Yeah. I could just use you to level up Rune. So Revy, please quickly run into there and read off the funny skin book, and hopefully it's not gonna do evil things to you. Right, so you get a buff to your prudence for something. How many uses do we have? 4. So if I spend one more use, I can unlock more information about how we actually care for them. But I don't. Why would I? It doesn't. Skin Prophecy doesn't cause me any issues. We're just gonna leave it there. It's not an issue. We don't want it to be an issue. So, you're just gonna sit in a corner, forgotten by everything else. Bald. Let's have Arthur run in again. Shark's been looked at. Insight. You two there. Bacon will be bad wolf. But you liked calm and instinct, and you would always. Instinct work was completed. Bad work gets someone to eat. So let's not have Don in there just yet. Well, nah, let's have nah, it'll be fine. We'll just send Don in there to do attachment work. I'm sure if anyone could manage to socially connect with the big bad wolf of fairy tales, it would be Don Quixote. She could manage to see the good in the wolf. Who's getting attacked by the bird? Oh. Bong Bong, what did you do? Oh wait, punishing bird's actually kind of bad nowadays. Oh wait, that's. Ooh, we actually don't want that. Punishing bird is this little guy here. He normally likes to like, if he doesn't get attention, he's needy. He'll just like break out and start pecking at you, saying, "Please, please, pay attention to me, please." And generally that's not bad because we've got in our little like main office rooms where people like sit for their breaks and everything. They've got like a free healthcare, so they heal up a bit. But the current day we're operating under for the workday doesn't really have healing available at the moment. So that's a problem actually now. Ooh, wait. That's concerning. Gonna need to remember that. Yikes. Definitely shoots, go for there again, Revy. Park, go for the shark. Just because it's a funny rhyme. Also, yeah, because you've already done your WoW work there. We send in you. Go to Bald. Arthur, we can't send anyone into Grandma because she'll just start hurting them. But also at the same time. Because we're about to hit a day over, wouldn't that just heal them back up? No, we can't do that. No, we shouldn't do that. Because we're about to get enemies coming in. We're about to hit a Amber Dawn. So that means enemies will attack, and we need to be prepared. So let's reallocate everyone a bit. Park, howdy Case, how you been? Did you beat LobCorp? Howdy Park, how's it going? Not yet. We're currently working on Netzach's little meltdown. And just taking it slow right now because I'm realizing the full extent of why it's bad to have, punishing bird in Netzach's little like a troublesome day. since we can't heal, and Punishing Bird always does like annoying amounts of small little damage, so we gotta just make it work. But hi, how's your day been? How's your new year? Did you get up to anything interesting, or was it just more of the same, another day as always? You see, Blurry took in Keflin. Probably, I wouldn't put that past Blurry, but it'll be fine. I think. Like took in Keflin like in the game, or like Blurry somehow found in Keflin after having to see whatever was going on in the latest like in the latest chapter from Limbus, because I've still not gotten too far into the new Kanto and Limbus company. I've gotten to where we meet some of Ryoshu's old family, but I've not gotten too far just yet. I've been just taking my time with it, enjoying the ride of finally being at a new Kanto experience again. Since I don't think I've had that since when Kanto 5 with Ishmael first came out, because that was when I first joined the game. But at the same time, back when I was doing that, I never actually got to experience Kanto 5 live. Because at the time, I got really stuck behind the Dongbek? Yeah, I got the Dongbek fight, like, filtered by that for a bit. So I had to regain my experience working with that. Doing okay, just the same, but I'm playing Sorry Father since both the first and second night. Gotta say, should have gone on normal mode, so it chose the high difficulty. Sorry Father? Which one's Sorry Father? That sounds like one I've heard about. Sorry Father, Steam. Sorry Father or Forgive Me Father? Ooh. Oh, is this the FPS, the shooter thing, where it's like a Lovecraft style, tentacles, monsters, really dark, like, harsh outline, sort of like a... Forgive me, yeah, sort of like a... What I'm seeing on like the sidebar, like the side promo art is like a... If they took the Darkest Dungeon art style but used it for a shooter, yeah. That looks interesting. Ooh. This might be a thing I need to play, actually. Let me add that to the wish list. Ooh. And it is on sale, but I am broke from Christmas. Later. I've got too much stuff begging for my time and money right now, but still. Yeah. Blurry did, oh, okay. That's concerning, but he's not dead. He's not dead, and he's not started to distort, so I'm pretty sure Blurry will be probably okay. Maybe. I don't know. That's a him problem. If he distorts... Well, if he distorts, it'll probably be all of our problem eventually, because we're stuck at his facility too, but you know, it's that... If it happens, it happens. We blame him, or we give him shit live next time I can bother him on a stream. Is he streaming tonight? I feel like he should be. Hi. Where's Blurry? Do you have a Blurry? Why did you stop putting your schedules on your? Did you stop putting your schedules on the stream? No, now you did put it on. What? Okay, yeah, he is streaming. It's board games or something, and then he just never posts his schedules on like for the Monday streams or whatever. Sunday. The Sunday streams for me, the Monday streams for him. Because he usually posts it right after, which is slightly annoying because I can never know if I can just like pop in and bother him, but I probably can't much more in the future now. But right, we need to bong bong. You go there. Wait, no, if you're going to do instinct work, I send bong bong to Fairy Festival. Right, I need to use these smaller abnos. Spine, you go there. Dawn, you go there. Blurry, have fun with Schadenfreude. Don't spoil too much, but I somehow managed to get to the swamp level. If you play it, you'll know how far. The game keeps setting up, is set in a city near the coast, so expect lots of night to... I would think so, because the way it looks like, it's trying to do a sort of like Lovecraft, like a Call of Cthulhu, not Mountains of Madness, was it? Dagon. Sort of like setting was like a New England coast in the city in the 1930s, as like as technology's finally starting to catch up and the like old eldritch world is slowly starting to have friction with the new modern setting again, and that encroachment is going to cause issues. Okay, who do we have that's complaining? Grandma is complaining. Okay, Arlek, go bother Grandma. Blue Noon. Okay, so we are gonna get sweepers. Opalope, you go there. Revi, Arthur, you go there actually. Clouded Monk, what did you like? You were insight work healed. Every 10 deaths was a marker on your end. Okay. We want to do really good work. So let's do, I presume, insight. I'll send myself in to prove myself a good manager. Handle that with insight. Opalope, you stop working with Tuisha. Skid Prophecy. Okay, the more one reads, the more wet damage they take. That's fine. That's good to know. What else there? Just let's handle Snow Queen, because that should be everyone complaining. Yeah. Also, the speed is super fast. Try to change it, but it seems default not changeable. You get the same speed as Doom. Okay, so it's not just a shooter with like the Cthulhu 1950 style thing. It is trying to do the old school old school Doom boomer shooter style, like fast moving, like non-stop frenetic combat thing, but not like Twitch react. Is it? It feels like it's doing that sort of boomer shooter style thing from how you're describing it, and not like the modern Call of Duty like Twitch reflex reaction shooter game things that I am not a big fan of those. Like the ones where if you like need that level of like Twitch reactions or whatever in order to just be able to play the game, like play the game at a casual level or anything, just because that's how many people like hyper fixate on that game. Not really fun to me, I guess. Okay, Blurry, you up in Shadden again. Don Quixote. You go there with the wolf. That's fine. Let's do some insight training, Nobu, with our friend Little Red. Who knows, you might be able to trade out that face you've got for a new mask. It feels more like Quake with classic Doom and Darkest Dungeon style. Okay. Interesting. Even though I've had like Quake and the classic Doom games for years, both on Steam and like in person, because I've got my dad's old PC games, so like I've got the old Quake, the old Myst, the old like Doom 3, the old whatever. Like I've never actually finished them. There's so many like these older shooter games that I know I really should play more of, like just to, because they're like fundamental for like just the growth of gaming as a medium and a genre. But I just haven't sat down to play them. That's probably a problem. I say not like problem like it's a bad thing, more like it's like if you like watching films, you love filmmaking, but you've never seen like Citizen Kane, or you've never seen The Godfather, or other like, or like any other like fun like what's like Akira Kurosawa films, or any other similar things that are like foundational to like big changes of how like the medium of film and like stuff was done. I feel like I'm doing that as like a misstep by not playing a lot of those older games to their completion. Cause like I could tell you what goes on there and stuff like that, because I know the history of Doom. I know its influence. I remember hearing about id Software, American, like both John Romero, John Carmack, American McGee, etc. Like I could tell you their stories, though. Hearing about how that developed is fascinating, but actually, like, that's a historical context, not like I have intuitive understanding by actually playing the damn game. It's sort of the same thing as like, you could tell someone what happens in LobCorp or Library Ruiner, but until they play it, they don't really get the same experience, if you get that sort of thing. So I guess, I should probably do that at some point then. Maybe just do like a shooter, like a small shooter season. Like do a throwback, like in like November or December to like the old 2010, like 2010 something of shooter seasons, back when like COD and Battlefield and like Killzone and etc. would try to release to try to show up like the big AAA games series of the time. Ooh. Okay, where are you, Punishing Bird? Why are you still upset at people? Punishing Bird, where are you? Okay, there you are, just chipping away back. That's fine. I'd only recommend Forgive Me Father if you like lore or want FPS boom with Eldritch Touch, because normal seems casual, like the casual way to me, unlike those that chose highest difficulty. I mean, I like lore. I do like Eldritch horror, etc. That sort of thing. That's sort of like one of my like favorite, just like passive like things to look at. Is like, ooh, cosmic Eldritch horror, giant unknowable beings, etc. Yay, my favorite. But like, cause I think I've still got like a lot of the like old like Cthulhu mythos there. I don't think I've got King in Yellow and physical, but I know I've got stuff like a House of Leaves physically and other like similar like adjacent horror topics like actually in my room on my shelf. So thank you very much for the recommendation. That's gonna be something to get to at some point. Okay, we've got 2 more before the blue noon. That'll bring us up to 5. Then we just have to... Yeah, that should be fine. I stopped playing Quake because every 2 hours it gave me motion sickness. Same with Doom 2. I'm able to finish the Doom. Is it like... It's interesting because I don't usually get motion sickness in games, and I'm always interested in hearing like what causes that sort of thing for people. Because I know like some of it could just be like the way the screen like distorts when you're using the 3D camera to move around an environment, and like the way like your peripheral visions, like not like the center screen where you see here, but like the periphery on the sides. Wait, why can you not see? Hold on. Why can you not see my mouse? Yeah. So like could it just be like something like the periphery, so like instead of like the big central area you're always focusing on here, like the way like the sides of the screens like distort and bend in order to give the movement the feeling of like, especially in those older games when they weren't full 3D, they was basically playing Pac-Man with like some cardboard cutouts and to like make a faux 3D thing. I'd need to play it again to double check to see how the camera actually affects the area and visibility in that area. I could see that being a reason why, especially with how fast they ask you to be. Hold on, let's bong bong. Sure, why not go talk once in. Who can I send in for nice quick work? Arthur, buddy. Oh hey, Arthur's got the glasses. Arthur's got the shades from your bald. What does that even do? Movement speed and attack speed. Okay, those are pretty nice, and they make him look cool. Sure, why not? Go forth, Zarbaldy Bald, and show them what for. When night falls in the back streets, it's time, y'all. Kill the sweepers. Kill them all. Let them know no mercy. Where are they? Because I see the one down here. I've got my squad going down there. Where's everyone else? Ah, are they upstairs? Okay. Let's have you two go down there. Go over there. Bong Bong, you go there too to join them. The midpoint? Okay. Alright! Alright! Alright, Dawn has dare fry shoots. And I don't have healing bullets, right? black, so I can do black shield there. Okay, let's have, that's fine. No, it's fine. You guys need to turn around and start blasting. Alright, you go there. Okay, I'm not seeing anyone, and no one's died yet. I forgot how to pronounce the word I'm looking for. Something that moves gelatinous? Gelatinous? Is that the one you mean? Let's have you all go there. No. Alright, you two back up there. Those three. Bubbly? Wobbly. Is it wobbly? Is that the word you mean, Park? Oh, hey, Fanatic! How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. How goes the green? The green seems to be going good. So far, no one's died yet, despite the sweeper's best efforts. And I'm having everyone just... Okay, well, scratch that. There's people upstairs that are dying, but you know... Ooh, wait, the sweepers, Okay, new plan, because I just remembered. You know, the sweeper, the monk, cares about, you know, people dying, and we don't want them to handle that, so we're just... Blurry, where are you? Blurry, it's time for you to do your duty. As in, you need to go there. Yeah. Alright, everyone, move. Alright, you are like, up there. Yeah, get him there. Yeah, corner him, get him down. Okay, where's the last one? There's one more. Done. And then we just do black damage shield on you. Okay. Yeah, heal up all you want. Keep getting blasted. Don, I need you to shoot faster. Don Quixote, come on. Oh, fine, just jump the sweeper. Fine, black shield flurry. Okay. Somehow we managed to survive despite everything. And I think, yeah, we're at level 5, so I think if we just get to the next one, we'll manage without anyone dead. But yes, wobbly. Like, Doom Guy in classic Doom and Quake move very wobbly, while the characters in Forgive Me Father move more akin to a modern FPS, which is more of a very soft bounce. Okay, yeah, I guess I can see that. That doesn't make sense. Like, I have the words to know like why that sort of thing happens, because like the movement controllers in the actual engines that control like how entities move is a bit different, I think, thanks to the physics engine for how id Tech, how the old like Doom engine in id Tech used to run compared to like other modern engines that use like Unreal and Unity. But I couldn't tell you what those were because it's been too long since I actually actively, you know, coded anything in an engine. I've always been support side things, just making music and sound effects. We haven't really done things like program side in a long time, which I should. Like, I've got the engines, I've got the classes, I've got other stuff I can do to make things like more, like to get me back into the rhythm. But it's just a time management thing as well. Even in Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal, they move wobbly as well. Well, I could see that being partly because, well, first off, it's id. Because it's id Software, the guys who first made the original Doom series, stuff like that. using their own. I think both Dooms used id Tech again. They should have used like id Tech like 5 or 6 or whatever. Yeah, id Tech 7, sorry. Yeah, so it's quite literally using the same like foundation that made the other Doom games go. That's why, partly why it runs really well generally, but also like, you know, has the same way it moves the same because the foundations that it built on in the past for like character entity movement and controllers just got like polished and refined up a bit so that it could run on modern hardware with more power and everything. Alright, and Fnatic, I don't believe I meant to ask people this again because I forgot to yesterday when I was doing a collab with Revy, but how was your New Year's been? I hope it went well. Thank you for stopping by. I didn't get up to much on my end because my New Year's was I was in my friend Maddie, yeah, Maddie May. They were having their like birthday lead up stream. Oh, perfect time for me to get. Hey, Revy! Great timing, fantastic. I'm glad you're able to make it just in time for that, because I was wondering if I would have to repeat myself for that. But yeah, my New Year's went well. My friend Maddie, her birthday is actually on January 1st. So in like the lead up to that, they were doing like a end of New Year's into the birthday like sort of subathon stream going on. So I just sort of just hopped in and we played Peak for like we played Peak for like an hour or two. However long it takes the Peak run to go. I think it was 2 runs because we got part of the way through up the first time and then we nearly died. Ooh, yeah, let's not send anyone into Schadenfreude anymore. Let's do nice things. Like having Bong Bong insight with a Punishing Bird and having Spine, or Ares, I guess, do some work with the Shrimp. Yeah, Matt has a subathon. Stop reading it. Yeah, I think Maddie's still having a subathon, maybe? I think it's continuing until... But yeah, the subathon specifically on the first involved, their birthday, so I was there for that, and we got to wish her a happy birthday a couple of times over. Beyond that, I was supposed to, you know, go downstairs with my family, see the ball drop on TV or whatever they've got for like the local city for the equivalent of the ball drop. Because I know that there's one in my local city I could specify, but that would kind of dox where I live, and I kind of like, and I don't want to do that. So watching our equivalent of the ball drop. But right as we were getting to the end of the mountain, we were finally getting up like the very last bit of the kiln. It was just me and Callard. We were like fighting for our lives with 2 items left because Arthur managed to kill himself accidentally by getting very drunk, like just over like the celebration on the lead up, and sort of just throwing himself off the mountain with incredible skill. Meanwhile, then there was Ares just happened to slip, and Khaled fucking Khaled, I missed him. I'll let him know. I'm pretty sure we could probably find some like stuff to do. The thing is, like, things I've seen him do most often recently is playing League of Legends with Arthur and Ares and a couple of them, because they've fallen into the League rabbit hole. I say fallen. They've been stuck in the League rabbit hole for a while, mostly because Arthur keeps dragging them back in. Yeah. And not like, oh, arcane, like, not like the side stuff, like the main game they play. Like Arena, ARAM, that sorts of things. Of course it would. Yeah, like, Khaled playing League is the most him thing I could see him do. Because, you know, he is also because of his little brother energy, he does also start shit. He absolutely starts nonsense in group chats too while there. So he's absolutely starting fights. Had the most boring New Year's, and we just ate duck fried rice. Ooh, that sounds nice. But we had, January 1st, had rotisserie chicken and noodles. Didn't US have the worst Happy New Year's where they played nothing but ads in the fireworks? I would not know, because I did not watch anything on TV then. I was too busy playing Peak. You drank without your husband blur? I've only ever had, so this year I've only ever had one glass of champagne to celebrate New Year's, and otherwise I'm probably not gonna drink too much, because I just don't like drinking. I don't like the taste of alcohol too much. And yes, I would have to do it without Blurry, because I think he was streaming then, and I can't leave one stream to join another, say Happy New Year's, drink, and then leave again. That's a bit awkward in, like, the logistics of things. And, no. Thankfully, Park, I don't play League anymore. I don't play League anymore. I've stopped myself. They got me back in for one arena match because Arthur was holding an event and needed some more people. And I will do a lot of stuff that's probably bad for me if my friends ask me to. I just generally, like, if it's, like, I have some standards, but if my friends ask me for help with stuff, I will probably end up caving. But yeah, before we get started, selection time. We've got All-Round Helper. If you feel an abdominal pain and a tingling sensation in your neck, the best thing you can do now is look at the great blue sky you'll never get to see again. What the fuck? Ease yourself. Do you not have need of the blessed... What? Ooh. I was talking about getting stuck to a shit game. Nova convinced me to read it. I saw that, Revy. I saw you while I was on stream. Like, your little Steam thing popped up saying you were playing Rivals. And I was sitting there like, I forgot you played that once upon a time. Because I think I saw once, like... I think I saw you play it like once or twice, because you're not in the friend group I associate with playing Marvel Rivals or anything like that. That's more like a Nobu, Pack, that sort of game thing. You played it once this time last. So what you're saying, Revy, is you have an annual tradition now of getting talked into playing Marvel Rivals once a year around the time of January. They get one a year, and this was it. If you feel an abdominal pain, see the great sky, or ease yourself to have need of blessing. This is a Dono Abno, and if I remember the Donor Abnos right, it's not the Aleph, because there's only one Aleph Donor Abno. That's Melting Love. We've got them researched. So you're probably a WoW. Except for Army and Pink, sorry. There's two, but still. Abdominal pain. What the... I think... Is this the bee? Is this Queen Bee? That might be Queen Bee. Let's get her. Because who says I'm not going to pick absolutely nightmarish Abnos that are going to ruin my life? If Carmen was here, she'd laugh so hard at seeing the two of us talking like this. I mean, we've never really talked to each other. After all, I was here because I trusted Carmen, not you. I hope this will bring Carmen back to life. We couldn't save her. It was the result I had been expecting since the very start. I couldn't answer his last words, because I didn't want to desolate the only hope he had left. That was my selfishness, believing that he would at least be a little happy in the fleeting dream he could not wake from, lying in a restless sleep. So I totally failed on that enkephalin experiment of mine, seeing that I'm facing you now. Guess I'll have to check out another way out next time. Don't worry, I'm just kidding. Don't people word this to Miss Angela or the other Sapphira. They'll have a field day. I heard treatment is needed for a while, because my parts were full of enkephalin. It'll probably be tough. Bit painful too. To be honest, I didn't want to wake up ever again. It's been a while since I had such a long sleep. But somewhere, deep in my flickering consciousness, someone called out to me. That familiar yet unfamiliar voice said this. No, you cannot. Here, you must ask my permission for anything, even death. And then you saved me. Open my eyes once again to here, where we stand. Sadly. This place will never be safe. It's impossible, even if everyone tries. Well, there is something to get out of all of this. It's to try and live. Even though life is full of pain, if I have to find and hold onto even the tiniest speck of possibility, if that's what you and the voice wish for, I can't help but give a shot at living up to your hopes now, can I? From the get-go, I had no respect for you. You know that? But for the first time, I think that maybe it was me who called you. You came to ruin me, but also to save me. I think we're both in a similar situation. We were both caught up in the karma of the past. I'm not the one who has changed. It's you, manager. You're the one who's finally starting to see clearly. And now, we have the fearlessness to keep on living. And we're 40% of the way there. I think this is the same old story of like where we get to see Carmen. Yeah, Carmen yearning to help people, not becoming a wing as... Yeah, okay, so that is... Yeah, we bask in the sunlight's warmth, even though there's more to the sunshine than that. Yep, skip. Alright. Oh? Oh, ooh, wait, right, because now, because we got the story progress for NetZack, we can get to see Tippereth's story bit. And also, hi Limelin, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Case didn't know. How's your New Year's stream? Welcome to how's your New Year's been? Welcome to LobCorp. Crazy that NetZack's name is Giovanni, yet barely makes any JoJo memes on NetZack. I don't... No, because JoJo memes were a thing at the time. Because this came out like 2017, 2019-ish. When did LobCorp come out? Because I know it was early access on... It was on like, not Kickstarter, but like the Korean equivalent. 2018, okay. So 2018s were absolutely when JoJo memes were there. Because it was like 2014, I believe. It was 2014 when JoJo memes started actually blowing up. Because that's when I think part 3 came out. Because the only reason I remember that is because like I know there was seasons 1 and 2 with because David Productions made like parts 1, parts 2 was like one sort of long season-ish thing at a time. And then they had to take a break to animate Hyperdimension Neptunia. Of all series, Hyperdimension Neptunia came out because I saw a lot of JoJo fans getting very upset that the funny like anime girl video game console war like game got an anime that was taking their time away from making JoJo's. And then they did part 3 and or 4. It was one of those. One of those at the time delayed it. New Year's been okay, and JoJo memes are eternal. That's true. They will always be eternal now. That's it. I'm concerned about how Netflix is gonna release Steel Ball Run, but I can't help but be excited. Not only because hey, it's the best JoJo part. They weren't using any CG on any of the horses, so they spent like 2 years making an entire horse racing show, hand animated like it's some side game shit with actual horses instead of just doing Uma Musume like human horse people. Let's see. Talking about anime girls, do you remember the Steam Girl Delivery? I don't think so. Steam Delivery Girl. Oh, wait, was that the character, like, artists, the like anime girl that Steam made for a while for like sales and promotion and shit? I think, maybe. Steam Delivery Girl. Steam Delivery Girl, Google, help me out. Yeah, pink hair, like cat ear hat thing, the Steam bell. Okay. Yeah, okay, I think I remember seeing her in the past, but I don't remember much else beyond that. Because wasn't she being promoted? Hold on, let me shuffle over. Yeah, her. Cause wasn't she being used when Valve was promoting the Steam Deck and how that was finally going out alongside the stuff like Gaben, Lord Gaben, praise be his name, like hand delivering the early Steam Decks. 3 plus. 3 plus, yeah. Okay. Whatever happened to her? Interesting. Gonna have to figure out what happened to that then, because it wasn't seen by the artist's rotation they hired. Artists made her, but Steam never thought it became popular. Sadly, she won't come back till the rotation goes back. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Didn't know that. Like, I know Steam does generally, like, do a lot of good outsourcing with really talented artists when they want promo stuff. I was not... like that. Has been asked by Valve not to make any more of the characters. That's... Okay. That's neat. I'll have to look her up again to see that. That sucks. That sucks, but I'm glad the artists in the circle got to like, you know, get really good, really popular from that. So good for them. I appreciate they do want to keep doing something new every year, and not just rely on the single, very popular brand when it pops up. But still, it sucks. 6, we're not getting it back. I want to go home, sister. We probably aren't going to go back to our old house anymore. Try to think of this place as your new home. How can you even call this place a home? It's too different from our real home, and there's no mom. Well, what if we said Carmen was our new mom then? No, this isn't the same at all. Let me go home, please. Enoch, why do you keep trying to participate in those weird experiments? You know we don't have to. Besides, Carmen told us that we didn't have to worry about anything here too. Of course, it'd be really fun to spend time with you here without a care in the world. Sometimes I imagine a future like that. It would be a very happy one. But how would we be able to find meaning on our lives there? There are children abandoned in the outskirts who are dying every day. We were only able to live on thanks to an unexpected turn of events. Settling for simple comfort in this place is not what I was born to do. And it shouldn't be, either. Your words are too hard for me. Why do you have so many thoughts on your mind? They say too much thinking might make you a weird person. You know, Lisa, I think I've always been sad. I never loved my life even for a second. How nice would it be to live in a happy world next time? Enoch, are you hurt? No, it doesn't hurt one bit. Please don't be sad. I know something good will happen next time. It seems you're awake. You are in Lobotomy Corporation, and I am the one who woke you. The both of you are Tippereth. You will be working here as my assistants, helping me with amazing work from here on out. Why do we have the same name? Because there is no point in distinguishing between you two. Hi, nice to meet you, Tippereth. I keep making silly mistakes, Tippereth. Don't worry, I'll help you. I'm sure you'll be fine on your own pretty soon. We made it so far. The other Sapphire wouldn't have even dreamed of working this fast. We might be even better partners than we thought. Yeah, I think so too. I wonder, why do we exist here? Why do you worry about that? We're part of the Central Command Department, and we're sitting on a mountain of work to do. We just need to focus on the task at hand. We are radically different from normal machines. I think about you, and you think about me. We both ponder about things, feel pain, and recognize our own existence. There must be some reason for it. Be careful, Tipworth. If Miss Angela finds out you're wondering about things like that, she won't be happy about it. Lady Angela, what will happen to Tipworth? Apart from the fact that his condition is abnormal, his excessive questioning will affect the manager's duties as well. Since this behavior is unacceptable under any circumstances, I'll have to reset him to the default state now. Don't worry, you'll be alright. You are simply going back to your first day at the company. But, Lady Angela, Tipworth has spent so much time with me. You're really starting to act like a child now, Tipworth. Why don't you say your goodbyes then? Though you two will meet again soon anyways. Tipworth, I'm sorry. Tipworth. Why are you crying, Tipworth? I'm sorry. I couldn't do anything for you. Please don't be sad. I know something good will happen next time. Yeah. You're here. Sometimes I spend my time here. It makes me think about a lot of things. Tipworth always looked at the world one step ahead of me. He was seeing his own world that I would never come to know. We were always next to each other, but in reality, we were never truly together. Do you know that feeling of missing someone, even though they're standing right beside you? I don't care at all about the meaning or purpose of existence. That's all Tipworth ever talked about. I just wanted us to stay happily here together, that's all. This place won't allow us to have even that small luxury. There are countless Tipworth's dead bodies piled up here, can't you see? I'm standing here stepping on their remains, trampling over all the memories, reminiscences, and times that I spent with Tipworth. I'm standing on top of it right now, but I still don't get it. I still can't reach the world Tipworth saw. I sing the song of our hometown, and mourn for Tipworth even though this will never reach him. Care to join me? Tipworth, what are you doing here? Just reminiscing on old memories. What memories? The good old days, when we were together. You're right. We had lots of fun together. Come back to me soon, Tipworth. I'll be reading the rest of the report. I will. You can replace the machine and transfer key memories all you want, but that still won't bring the Tipworth I knew. Does that really matter, though? Tipworth will continue to smile at you, and he'll spend time with you like before. Kindly refrain from bringing up such wasteful matters, Tipworth. It's completely meaningless here. I don't really like you. The new manager would always have some kind of influence on Tipworth, and that would always lead to yet another breakdown. It will be the same, time and time again. We'll discard Tipworth again and again, and he'll stray further and further from what he used to be. What I'm scared of most is seeing Tipworth burnt to a husk, worn down from all those overloads and resets. For now, he can at least look normal and talk with me, pretending to feel nostalgia for the old memories that we were forcibly added back. But he's getting more and more unstable. As a matter of fact, we're basically pumping electricity into a machine that's already teetering just to keep it running. You can make as many copies as you want of his body, but he only has one soul. His one and only soul! And look what we've done to it! Let me ask you a favor. You've been good at doing favors for me so far. You should be able to manage this one. Could you get rid of Tippereth? Permanently. Angela would say that there's a reason for the two of us working here together. She'd say that we are two, yet one. But I can handle the Central Command Department all by myself. I've proved myself long ago. Please, let Tippereth rest in peace. As if I were alone from the beginning, before it gets any worse. I can't respond to that. Why aren't you saying anything? In fact, Lady Angela doesn't care about us at all. Whether there's one Tippereth or two, whether just one became a moving piece of useless scrap for whatever reason, or if one were overloaded and dumped onto countless of other discarded Tippereth, left to melt into the storage, she wouldn't care. But you're different. You're supposed to be different. There were many abandoned children in the outskirts. These children were one of the many end results of the countless conflicts among the links within the city. Aside from disease and hunger, the most frightening enemy for the children were the ones referred to as the sweepers. The sweepers usually preyed upon the children, but sometimes they would accompany them. Both were worst-case scenarios for the children. One fixer of ours was exploring the outskirts and came across these children. We could easily guess why she bothered to report her findings to us. We also figured that she had spent quite a bit of time agonizing over whether to report it or not. Carmen, personally, asked her to bring the children here. To take 2 children into the city from the outskirts required an extremely complicated procedure, but no one complained. The 2 children didn't look like siblings, but they depended on each other even more than siblings by blood do. The girl was easily frightened and wouldn't open up very much to us. However, the boy started to show interest in our experiment. I saw it in his eyes. He had already seen and experienced so much of this world's despair and misfortune. His eyes no longer looked like those of a child. Please, allow me to participate in the experiment, he said. Carmen spent many nights thinking about his earnest request. Then finally, we approved his participation. Where did we want to go while holding a child's hand? You should have been the one to die. Yeah. I should have died. Lisa's vicious mumblings likely had no weight to it, but I knew one thing. I knew that Carmen's answer was sincere. Ever since that day, her wound quietly deepened. Okay, that was a lot longer than I thought it would be, and that's a lot longer than I remembered. I didn't realize it would be that long of a monologue I'd have to do. Hold on. I'm having to down so much tea just to, like, re-water my throat. Let's see, hold on. What did I miss in chat? Cena hires artists to go to rotations heap fresh, so they have artists to bring their choice to bring it back and make the OC and Steam, which they have done. Sadly, one is popular. Who knew an anime girl delivering Steam games he would become the most popular? Real question is, how much would you tip her? I'd tip her more than enough. More than enough. Crazy what a city does to a motherfucker. Even a child got depression and suicidal tendencies. Welcome to the city where you can't have shit. Maybe you should... Oh, really? You're a dentist, Lemelin. Oh, that's cool. And yes, Nancy Aubrey, we had the Scrungly. The Scrungly is going through her depression arc. We're traumatizing children. This is what we do in LobCorp. We get our free trial childhood trauma with every single Sapphira. Alright. Damn, can't believe the Tooth Fairy gotta be that cheap. Probably took lessons at Mr. Krabs' Greedy University. Yeah. Alright. We get passive healing in the hallways. Nice. Love that. I need to get more drink, go to a restaurant, anything like that. We'll take a quick, short, few-minute break while there are ads running on Twitch's end of things. But you guys on YouTube probably won't see anything besides a BRB screen. But it shouldn't take too long. Also just need to get new drink after I downed like all of what I had left in my tea. Alright, according to Twitch, the ads should be off. So, let's get back to things. Alright. So we got, I think... The form amalgamation of Guardian. Okay, so this is the Queen Bee. I know she's supposed to be a pain in the ass because I kept hearing Blurry complain and complain and complain and complain about, oh no, the bees. I can't do anything with the Queen Bees because I can't just kill whoever's infected or something. Because he didn't have a gun to shoot his employees with. Oh no, what a shame. What a skill issue. Just, you know, find the victim and then just take a, you know, pow, pop, pop. Alright, so let's grab you and grab you. You two go in there to handle the main money makers we've got here of Snow White's Apple and Judgment Bird. Ares, you know what? I'm dragging you down here. You and Arthur get to handle Central Command for now, just so I can level up your justice a bit more. And you can still get some temperance training with Grandma. And... let's get one more person here, so... let's see. Okay. Lemelin, I see you're here, and I can... you've got a profile picture I can see on YouTube that I can actually probably kind of make. Hold on. Because that's like a... is that white or pink? That looks like it might be white or like gray. With just some like a... like shading from the actual like outline stuff handling that. Do that for like... slightly pink it, I guess? Can I get a diff... is that... that one looks already like a good default one close to what you've got, but well, I'm thinking a Lemelon. No, that looks a bit too choppy for that. Let's see, do we have any other better hairs that could probably fit? Oh, that might work actually. That looks like it'd actually work real well. Okay, yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that, and we can't really see much with the eyes on this. We'll just go with that for vibes. And you're going there, and we'll give you, because we need to give everyone like good ego gear now, because we've got plenty. So we have, I think, monk stuff we can give you. I know you're a dentist, but I hope you're able to, don't mind giving yourself some extra work in future by bashing out a few monsters' teeth. Because I think that's ensuring like future work or whatever they call it. Ooh, wait, now that Ares is this level, I could probably, yeah, give Ares Cobalt Scar. Because we've got wow, Aleph, wow, wow. Let's give Don the full shark gear. Wow. Oh, Jasper Zev, thank you so much for the raid. How's it going? Thank you all so much for stopping by. In case you didn't know, that's my name, Case. And we're playing Lob Corp. Let me do a sec to try to SO Jasper Zev DT. Are you gonna work with me? But hey, you were playing Rainbow Six Siege X. Is that the new, what they call the new version of Siege? Because I know there were older version of Rainbow Six. Because I've got my dad's old copy sitting on a shelf over there of like one of the old Rainbow Six back when they were sold in jeweled CD case. Is X just the newest season, I guess, or new version? Okay, that's cool. Hey, how'd your games go? How'd your games go? Were you able to win, or did you just Siege X? Has it been 10 years since Siege came out? Rainbow Six Siege. 2015 tactical shooter developed by Ubisoft Montreal and published by... Oh. Oh, my bones. Oh. Oh. I remember when that was new and that was like a big thing when everyone was coming out trying to get it to run with all the new destruction physics Ubisoft put. Oh. Oh, my bones. Besides me just feeling ancient, how's your street? How did everything go? Sorry to raid and dip, you gotta get food. No problem. If you need to raid and run to go get food, that's perfectly okay. Thank you so much for coming and stopping by. Eat well, eat good. You played well, you had fun. You played well, have fun. That deserves good food. Bye-bye, thanks for stopping by. Okay, we need to get Bong Bong and Spine Breaker some new gear because I think that will require leveling up. At least Bong Bong we can afford to invest in and level up. Then we gotta spend like 2 days, I guess. You know. Yeah, we gotta spend 2 days building up money to have enough agents to send into welfare. So while we've got that, Bong Bong, you get rid of all that gear you're wearing. Because you're also putting on Shark. Or well, you could do Xvia, but no, because Shark has better general resist for everything else. Yeah, okay, that looks fine. That's good. Spine is still a bit low on that, but we'll take what we can get for now. Spine will be our next target for big level ups, I guess. Okay, so what's your deal? Lemilun, you head up there, and Opal, you head up there. What's the deal with Queen Bee? Why is she a problem, besides just looking terrifying? She looks like a reject, like, horror concept art for Vespiquen from Pokemon, if you know what I mean. If you're seeing what I'm, like, seeing with, like, the horror vision going on, like, with the hive as the lower body, the queen head, and, like, the wings, that's, like, evil Vespiquen. Alright. Lemilun, let's try, instincting it. What's the worst that could happen? This apparently is the worst we can get. Okay, no, we're doing alright. We're not doing alright. We're doing okay. Okay, we've got this pain and something in your neck, and I don't like that. Completed by the work of its drones, such as the beginning of the kingdom. Oh. Are you infected? Lower pad. Okay, so that's standard clip off counter probabilities. That's fine. So, what are you going to evolve, break, do something evil? Anything yet? No. Okay. 10. You are definitely a WoW because you've got the lower probability workshop, so let's just have Nobu do some day jobs around town while we keep an eye on things, you know? Since we might need to reset anyways, let's just have... I'll just go in and talk with, you know, all the high priority problem people. Ares, you go there. You go there, Arthur. Come on, I can take some more hits. Just make the orchestra a bit more upset. I said upset. Me. It's too happy. Yep, and that's the movement dictating how much damage it'll do. Yep. Clouded Monk, we can get the final last bit of clothes from you. So we don't need to do anything else. Hmm. Okay. Let's... No, we won't try again just yet. That's a needless risk we don't need to do. I believe it's attachment for judgment bird or insight. Insight, I guess, yeah. You go in there, you like get repressed, I believe. Yeah, you're high repression. That's good. That's what we need to see. Bong bong. I guess we just have you oppress a skull. Sure, why not? And, Spine, go talk with Letitia for now. You can use a friend, and I guess we're gonna just start power training your temperance for the next few days. Alright, nothing's happened to you. Who's gonna complain down here? Okay, so it's the monk and the bee. Right, so Angela, you talk with the monk. Bee. What do you have? What are you gonna complain about? Oh, we sent in Lemelin, so let's try Opal. Let's see if Insight does anything. Because I think you were doing Instinct initially, yeah, with the bee, so maybe Insight is what we need to get on her good side. Because we want to have good work results, as always. It's not one of the ones where it's finicky and you need to have, like, just good enough, but not too good. Or else it'll get upset. Okay, Insight seems to be the way. The way. You are Queen Bee. Red damage, wow. Okay. Oh, and we've got enough to... Okay, yeah, Insight is the path forward. So, provided nothing horribly wrong goes on. You go there. Hawk, you go there. Nah, we'll leave the we're gonna have to deal with the silent orchestra anyway, because he's gonna be with only these 2 floors available to break out. Statistically, he's gonna complain. So we'll leave silent orchestra for now when we have to handle that, and we'll just let it happen. Punching birds out, that's fine. You go there. Bloody, you... Actually, Don Quixote, you head up there. Blurry, you talk with the wolf. With the bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay, bow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. If I'm remembering the fucking bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay song from, I think, Scooby-Doo 1. Yeah, it's a Scooby-Doo 1 live action one, because that's when they're on, like, the island of, like, possession monsters or whatever. Because then they gave it, like, the gang broke up after that for some reason. Like, when they were going into there, had to meet up again. And that was sort of like a weird song thing they were doing at the time. To, like, say, hey, yo, we chill. What are you? Okay, that's just our galaxy, gotcha. You oppress again. You have what, half energy for the day, as always. That's fine. Queen Bee has 1. What's the max counter for Queen Bee? So I want to say if Insight's that good, Opal, try again. And just please don't have bad luck. Oh, okay, that's quite literally a nothing burger. Yeah, they're already dead down here without even trying, so, quite literally a non-issue. Alright, everyone, run along and just kill all the robots, you know. The robot uprising can only happen if they are built stronger than fucking paper mache. Alright, where's the last one? There should be one more because we didn't get the pop-up. Oh, up there. Yeah, there we go. All easy does it. No harm, no foul. No issue. Oh, okay. Wait, what? Yes, finally listen up, game foul. You get your talons out. We be fighting the night away tonight. There's no more need to feed left. There's no more need to feed left on the sand circle. Okay, Elsie. Oh, okay. You're. Oh, right. You're not Liu. You're Heisho branch. E? No, not E. The same one as Sinclair. Which Heisho branch is that? Because I know that was the chicken Heisho pack. Z. Is it Z? No, Z is rats. You. Yeah, your branch Heisho pack. Okay, got it. Took me a sec. I knew what it was. I just didn't remember the name. Still, yeah, thanks for stopping by, Heathcliff. Welcome. You're missing the bees attacking, but that's probably... And you'd probably have a good time with it anyway, so let's just, okay, can I not use my shields? There we go. Okay, the bees are evil. Let me add a... Okay, why are the bees coming out of there? What's going on? Huh. Okay, I don't have you in just yet, but I'm happy to add you into the roster to start, like, kicking the ass of whatever Queen Bee's got going on here. Spores out the department. Spores attached to employees a certain amount of time inflicted red damage. As they were infected, they slowly could not be healed by regenerate. Okay. You've been aching for a fight. I'm sure... Don't worry, I'm sure you've still got an entire new chapters of a whole canto to go to beat up really good, really, like, feisty, strong people against whatever else is going on with the fingers, because I'm only, like, a couple chapters into the canto. I know the fight starts with a bunch of the fingers stuff, but I've not seen the full story of your, like, team's, or your company's artist going to town just yet. Okay, is that it? Come on. Kick ass. So is it just any employee? Okay. So from what I saw of that, yeah. Okay, so the employees down here are dead, and we saw the spores on the. So every time you will release spores to the department whenever the Clypoth counter reaches 0. Okay. And that causes us to have to deal with that. A giant drone will Okay, it will kill the enemy. This is just the chrysalids from XCOM. Okay. They hide in the bodies of people nearby, and if you let them die in time, they'll just become more chrysalids. Gosh, I can work with this. It's just like standard zombie plot, but you know, bees. Bee zombies. Bee... Whatever. Bee hive. Bee hype. No, I should not be doing... I should be pulling up Phoebe's line like that in a horrible setting like this. That's probably rude in some way, but we'll just keep moving on. Monk. Angela goes ahead of the monk. Bald boy, I need you to get worked with by Arthur. Aries, please go say hi to Grandma. Yeah. How's your New Year's been, Heathcliff? Anything you got up to anything interesting, or was it just more of a sitting in the bus waiting for something to happen? Actually, no, you would have been sitting in the bus this time. You would have been staying at H Corps at the Hong Yuan this time. Back, what did I miss? We got the bees, and the bees got a bit upset about, like, you know, us wanting to say hi and take out the file tax forms with the queen. Otherwise, I don't think you missed too much, really. Mostly just yapping and just trying to figure out what the queen does. But I can see why Blurry would find the bees annoying. I don't think, like, it's too bad mischief for me, because the only one I've got that really cares if people die is the monk. But that's not an issue, really, so I don't think it'll be that bad. Besides, I think the people I've got down here working, like, we've got 2 people with Aleph level gear and a person with WoW gear. I'm pretty sure we can handle whatever the monk's gonna throw at us. Looking for a fight, the other Yo branches tried to fight me. I'm guessing they didn't win, because you're standing here talking. And I think, from what I've heard, you're the biggest, baddest member of that branch around. Bees, not the bees just side, aren't they? What? I mean, they specifically call it a queen bee. So I think, like, gargantuan bee and beehive with spores. So it's more like it's like a beehive, but a fungus thing or something at the same time. It's weird. Like, whatever's going on with them is like a strange setup, but yeah, it's still it. Oh yeah, we've already done that work for the day, so let's just have no, but you head there, talk with her. There. Right, we've got talk to Judge, we've got that. We need to have a big bad wolf talk to, so Blurry, go there. Don Quixote. Yeah. I need to add the rest of the company, Limbus company here, but Don Quixote, I need you to go talk with the funny box that doesn't like being looked at. I'm sure it'll all end up fine. Trust me. Alright, why is my model lagging a bit? Hold on. There we go. You gonna stop lagging on me? Okay, we stopped lag. Looks like the lags calmed down for a sec. Big Bad Wolf's basically deviant. Oh, you know why? Oh, I know. I've seen Big Bad Wolf's gimmick. I've seen what happens there. But, yeah. I don't know. DeviantArt's, I don't think, like, I think it's used to be DeviantArt, because DeviantArt's kind of fallen out of favor in the hands of, like, a lot of indie artists I've seen after what they've done with, they started embracing AI use, and I saw basically all my art friends who used to use it say, haha, nah, we're leaving. So, ooh boy. Right. Monk. Go. Silent Orchestra. Silent Orchestra, what do you like? That's the problem. I don't remember. If I could remember, I could probably make a good guess on like what to send myself to, because we need... It's hitting the 50% is the hard bit with him. Let's just do... Insights? Meanwhile, Park, I need you to go look at Skin Prophecy. And I need Opal to go... Yeah, Insight the bee. This can't be that bad, right? It's going bad. I'm doing too good. It's Orchestra, I need you to complain. Get back, criticize more, be mean. Stop, we're doing too good. Fuck. Okay. We've got shit to go through next. Yep. Alright, everyone. Get a move on. Get a move on. There's only one thing to do. Yeah, dude, that's really... Oh, the amount... The kind of artists that charge extravagant amounts of money for that art was made by AI. And he's still a Sphinx slime. Hail Leon Derrick. Yeah, okay. Come on, don't just stand there. Attack. Go for the kill. Go for the throat. I think I need to wait mostly for Act 2 because a lot of my people have deal white damage. So I just need you to kill fast, kill hard. Come on, everyone. You've got this. I'm pulling up the soundbar ready to mute in case it does, when it gets to, you know, the, tone, the beep. Well, shit. Yep, okay. Yeah, that's this day over. We gotta reset. Damn it. You wonder, why does Bina be chilling with Hakma? They're basically not even opposite, but entirely different. There's barely a correlation between. I think part of it is like their position. Part of it is like, despite them being that different, their position in the actual like Kabbalistic tree of life that the structure of the company is based on kind of requires them to be near the base. Because I need to pull up what the like nodes on each of the tree of life will mean, because like what was it? Because Hakma is wisdom and Bina is intelligent. Because they're supposed to be like, if they're kind of supposed to be opposites, yeah, looking at the nodes, where, because wisdom and intelligence are two different stats things. Bina is like smart, she knows a lot of everything, even if she's not like the technical smart of like inventing all these singularities and everything you see in the city. She does know a lot about everything because she's part of the head. She knows the rules, she knows the taboos, she knows your secrets, she knows everything. Meanwhile, Hakma's trying to be like a mediating force. He's the wisdom of the old, of the elderly. That's why he looks like 1 billion years old. Hence why, as well, you know, like, when it comes to him, he's always talking about, like, making sure A matures, knows what he's doing, knows, like, the actual impact of what A's actions do, what the emotional effect is, everything beyond just, like, the raw stats of, this will cause the desired outcome, but is it worth the cost, etc. Bina's got nothing that makes her the opposite of Hakma. Same goes with Hakma. Mixture of Chesed, Yesed, and Hod. Bina is just Bina. That's fair. No one can compare to Bina. Bina can only be called just Bina. That's all we ever need. I want to play more, but I also, like, right before stream. Do I just call it a shorter stream than usual? Because right before stream, I did get told we were having some brunch in the morning that I didn't know about. Because normally I'd be fine to play for a while and then, like, after stream play a lot of games till, like, 4 in the morning. But now I gotta actually think about, like, how much I can... Like, if I should stop now while I'm a bit sleepy, try to get a normal sleep schedule now to fix that. Then wake up in time for the... Wake up in time for the brunch we've got planned. Because this is gonna be a bit of a lot... Because disciplinary, in order to do this one with the thing, it is gonna be a bit of a long one. Because now that we're locking down the upper floors where we don't have any of the threats, it's gonna be a lot of continuous attempts of working around silent orchestra as the big concern problem. Yes, I could back out, reset a couple of days, or... A couple of days, or... What? No, because we're on a memory imprint day. So, like 29 or something would be another day where we would be able to reset and do some funny farming of... Okay. I might... Okay, thought. I might stop it there for now, because seeing the progress we've got, how much we would need, and how much is going, we are basically always going to have a day where we're going to have to do something against, you know, Silent Orchestra. And if we can't keep killing it, because we keep getting close enough to killing it but never finishing it in time because they were starting to go insane because I wasn't paying attention. I might call it there, and then next time we play, I have a new save started and you just got back to here to progress. Just to try to re-roll the abnos I've got so it's a bit easier to manage this level and push the ALFs either further down in the facility or put them in a containable level up here so they don't keep being the problem children whenever, you know, whenever we're trying to, like, have to deal with Clyfoth meltdowns. Because until we can manage to lock down, like, Tippereth, mostly Tippereth, because if we can get Tippereth's room locked down once we get Tabina and, like, Hakma's floor in Atzala, I think. Atzala? Asia, Bria, Atzala. Atzala, Thea. Okay, yeah, I think that's it. I think I will end stream earlier than planned a bit and move on to just next time we do it, we're having a fresh save started and we're just gonna speedrun again. Get us down here, get the new abnos, try to get the Urek. Yeah, okay, I think that's right. Sorry to end it a bit short than usual, because I do like usually doing like 2-ish, maybe 3-hour streams, but I don't know, I'm trying to be smart about my sleep schedule for once, now that I've got actual work starting and not just like the general, you know, like off season we've had before. So for now, I'm sorry to end it early. I will be back again tomorrow playing Unbeatable, which is supposed to be a really good rhythm game and like story game thing going on that came out last year. But yeah, if you're not interested in that, same time next week I should be playing more LobCorp. Otherwise, was nice hanging out with y'all. Take care. Bye bye.